Hello. Happy Friday to you if you're joining me. We just walked in the door. I thought, I'm going to do a quick call and then I'm going to go lay down and take a nap because I'm under the weather today. But we went to an estate sale on my break today. Hi, Bug. Went to an estate sale. It's, mind you, 25 degrees outside. So it's very cold. I only wore a sweatshirt. And they were lined up to get in the estate sale. So luckily we could wait on this like indoor covered porch area, but it was so cold, freezing. But we finally got in, and to be honest, it was a dud. No cool stuff. I bought, let me show you what I got there. This little bag, I think I got two. Thank you, Bug. They got two vintage Christmas trees with a wooden base. These are the old trees. This one looks pretty good. The other one's a little jacked, but I grabbed them. He gave them to me. He gave me this one for free. Oh, the bottom just fell off of it. But this is an old one. They got the wood bases. It's pretty jacked, but he threw that one in for free. And then oh my gosh, all the needles fell off that one in the bag. I was like, it's looking pretty rough. I'm probably just going to go ahead and toss that one because the needles are falling off of it. So that one's going to go bye-bye. So I got one Christmas tree. I made it in the can. And then I got this container mainly because this lady was looking at the bar stuff and she was blocking the way and holding everyone up and wouldn't let anyone back there. And before she could look at this, I picked it up, and then she looked at me like, why did you just grab that? I didn't look at it yet. Lady, I didn't even want this, but I bought it just so you couldn't have it. And they're just little cocktail stirrers. There's the little ones with the whistles and some giraffes and these little face ones. So that was all I got at that estate sale. It was a dud. But you know how things always kind of work out kind of weird for me. I always just walk into these situations sometimes. So my husband and I, we go have lunch at his favorite place in this little town. It's called Rudy's Hot Dog. Nothing special. We're sitting there eating, and I look over because it's right on the edge of a neighborhood, and there's this house there, and they have all this stuff out front, and I'm like, oh my God, are they emptying out that whole house in the front yard? And he's like, whoa. And this car pulls up, and you see the lady going through the stuff in the front yard, and she's got her trunk open, and she's loading stuff in. And I'm like, what the heck's going on over there? And he's looking. He's like, well, we'll have to go over there when we get done. I was like, hell yeah, we do. So we eat. We're there for a while because he knows the owners. They're chatting. And mind you, I only have a sweatshirt on today. And it's, did I say, in the 20s? So we finish eating, and we pull up in front of this house, and I look in the front yard. It's vintage Christmas that they threw out. And I think that lady had filled her whole car up. But, so everything outside was free. They were emptying out the mother's house. So they had vintage wrapping paper, and I did manage to grab some rolls of the vintage wrapping paper. I grabbed 4 rolls of it. And then I got a brand new, they had brand new wrapping paper still in the wrap out there. I got the Michigan wrap here. They had a huge dumpster in the driveway, like one of those huge ones, full of vintage stuff. And had it not been so cold, I would have jumped in that dumpster and dug through. But I was freezing to the point I couldn't feel my hands anymore. Gino gave me his gloves, so I put my hood up and I put my gloves on and I was digging, but I was so cold. And there was this lady in the garage, and I walk in the garage just to like warm up. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? And she's like, oh, I said, is there a sale going on in the house? She's like, no, not yet. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know, we purchase stuff if you have vintage stuff. I noticed there's a whole bunch of vintage in the dumpster. She's like, yeah, that's the second dumpster. So I can imagine how much vintage Christmas and holiday stuff got thrown away because she was throwing away everything. everything. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So I saw one of the Halloween things in the dumpster, and Gina was able to reach it for me. It does need to be cleaned, and it does need to be repainted because they did kind of a crappy job on the ghost, but it's the ghost with the pumpkin, and it's got the pumpkin here. So we got that out. It kind of looks like Mr. Bill, I'm not gonna lie. It's got a weird face on it. I got the wrapping paper, that Halloween stuff. I was digging through the Christmas stuff outside. I got 2 rolls of ribbon, still brand new. Santa's still in the wrap. And I don't even know what I got here. We're just going to look and see because I was just kind of grabbing stuff. These little ornaments here, which I'm probably going to take them out of this box because it looks like the box got a little wet. They look like little indent ones. They are. They're little indent ornaments, glass ornaments. So we got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of those. Yeah, there's some water in this box, so I'm gonna have to pull these all out because it was snowing. That's hence the water. I got some brand new little hi Kim, Hallmark stuff. I don't even know. They were there. I grabbed them. A snowman. Some vintage glass ornaments. There was a whole bunch of glass ornaments there. Some of them were broke. Some of them I was able to save. They're so, like, they're rusted on top, some of them, but I still grabbed them. That one. Those are all glass ornaments. This looks to be a wood ornament. Like a little, okay. This was all free. These vintage, like, Adidas tennis shoes. They look like they're from, like, the 70s or 80s. This is a made in Japan bunny. It's got some stuff. I think that's old paper stuck to them there. Just have to get that off. It's got a little bow tie. Yeah, this stuff is farm fresh. These all stay dry because they're in little Ziploc bags. Oh, this is a butterfly. Made in Japan. Butterfly. I was trying to grab what I can. Stewing pears. This looks like a Mrs. Claus smoochy one. I can imagine what that lady got that was filling her car up. She was getting some good stuff, I bet. I don't even know what this is. Santa. Oh, these were handmade ornaments. I did see a bunch of these there. Reindeer by Tyler. I think her grandkids made these with their little thumbprints. That's funny or cute. I was just so cold that I was just grabbing random things at that point because it was so, my hands were frozen. Little bird, I guess. And then these plastic lanterns. There was another one, but it was broken, so I grabbed those 3 plastic lanterns. This basket has snow in it, so I'm going to just get rid of that. What else did I get from outside? That might be it. And then I stepped in the garage and I was like, there was a bunch of stuff there. And there was this guy that had pulled up, and I think he was like a scrapper type guy, because he was grabbing a bunch of stuff. I mean, they had a lot of stuff. I told Gina we should have taken a picture. So I step in the garage, and there's this lady in there, and I was like, oh, it's so cold. And she's like, I know. And I said, are they having a sale inside? And she's like, no, they're not yet. And I was like, oh, I said, well, me and my husband, we we collect and stuff. And she's like, oh yeah. And I said, yeah. I go, we just came from an estate sale. It was kind of a dud. And I said, we've got cash if you're selling stuff, like vintage Christmas stuff, like what's out here in the dumpster. She's like, hold on a second. So she goes in and she talks to the lady inside, and the lady comes out. She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, if you want to let us look, we might be interested in some of the stuff. And she's like, well, the house is a mess inside. And I'm like, it's okay. So she lets us come inside out of cold, thank goodness. Oh, that one's broke. Poo-poo. That's a poo-poo. So we go inside, and we're kind of looking around, and to be honest, I think that she threw away a lot of good stuff. I mean, they had some stuff inside, but not really the stuff that we look for. But I did spot a few things. And so she let me purchase the items before the sale, which was cool. And I gave her my phone number. When she goes through the rush, she's going to give me a call. But I think most of the vintage Christmas and stuff got thrown away. So I got all that Christmas stuff for free. And inside, all I had was $12 on me. I had a $100 bill and $12. So I paid $12 for everything that I got, okay? I don't know anything about these, but I was just grabbing what I liked. So these are salt and pepper shakers. They are marked on the bottom, Japan, and then that mark on the bottom. I don't know what that mark is. But the salt and pepper come out of the top. They're very mid-century looking. I grabbed those. She was boxing all this stuff up to donate it or just throw it away. So I rescued some things. We got this dish here. I don't know if it glows. It may not. But it's got that opalescent edge on it. I thought it was really pretty. And then a blue one. Very similar. Blue style. So we got those two. I got these anthropomorphic Japan mushroom salt and pepper shakers. I haven't wiped any of these off yet. So these are old mason jar salt and pepper shakers. One's like a square mason jar, and this one's a round one. I thought they were really cute. So some old mason jars, salt and pepper. These green ones here. At first I didn't think they were old, but by the tops they definitely have some age to them. These green ones with the aluminum tops. They do have a mark on the bottom, but I don't know who makes them. But I think they're old. They need to be washed. Now, these are a local thing. These are made in Japan. Salt and pepper. They do have the mark, but they're an amusement park that we have here called Cedar Point. So these probably were from the 60s or 70s. So I did grab these. These are a piece of like local history here for everyone that lives in this area. Cedar Point's the place to go. I got some Black Americana. Again, these are just full of dust right now. They need to be cleaned up. So I got those. And she was just going to get rid of all of the salt and pepper shakers. She didn't want any of them. And they're all super dusty. Those are so cute. I got some Christmas ones here. Again, I've never seen these before, and I think they're really cute. They're probably Japan. They're Christmas candles. Salt and pepper shakers. Need to be definitely cleaned up. But they look to be in really good condition. These little birdies, these are made in Japan. My gosh, these are so dusty. Let me see if I can wipe these off because you can't even really see them. And they still had a bunch there that I left behind. Because I was like, do I really have cash on me? And I'm like, I know I do, but I don't know how much. And I didn't want to be like, I want all of this for $1. You know what I mean? We did offer the $100 bill, but she didn't have change. And I'm like, well, I either have this or this. She's like, it's fine. I was just going to donate this stuff anyway. I'm like, okay. But I left my phone number with her. When she gets everything done, she's going to let me know and we can come over and look. See if there's anything else there. So these are made in Japan. Little birdies. Very kitschy. I wiped them off quickly here, but little kitschy birds. They have their Japan sticker. Ooh, don't fall. These are my favorite. I've never seen this before. They are so cute. This one's a bowling ball and a bowling pin. Let me just wipe them so you can get the full effect of them. They're anthropomorphic. Ooh, still got dust on you. How cute are these? Oh my gosh. Her mom was a hoarder, by the way. Look at the bowling pins and the ball. Those are so cute. So those were, that box is full of dust. Those were the salt and pepper shakers. And then the last thing I grabbed, because I really didn't want to like take her away from whatever she was doing. She had a whole cabinet she hadn't gone through yet. And it had all mid-century glassware in it. And so I got a set of 8 of these pink splatter glasses. They're in beautiful condition. She goes, I remember those from when I was little. And she was like in her 50s, I guess. So I got a set of 8 of those. And I paid $12 for everything here. I think it's a pretty good deal. This wrapping paper, I tried to save what I could. There was still a whole bunch there, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody'd be interested in this. This one's got fruitcake and candy canes and stuff on it. So anyway, that was my quick haul. I'm going to take some cold medicine and go lay down for a bit. I did take the rest of the day off because I was not feeling good. And you know how it is when you're trying to help customers and you're having to keep putting them on hold because you're coughing and hacking. I will say most of the people that I talked with today had some sort of a bug too. So something is definitely going around. So be careful because it's going around. I don't know if it's allergies or a cold. It's kind of in between. But you just pretty much want to sleep. And I have still been hungry. So it doesn't take away your, wanting to eat. So anyway, I will let you all go. I'm going to go lay down for a bit. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini haul. If you saw something you were interested in, just let me know. I have not looked up any of this stuff, so I don't know a value or anything like that. But yeah. You all have a great day, and I will see you. I don't know if I'll be doing a haul tomorrow, but we'll just have to play it by ear. If I find some goodies this weekend, then of course. But I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.